Well, this is Willowmore Park, just outside the CBD of downtown Benoni, and it's where the South African women's cricket team is practicing today. I've come along to watch them practice and then to get into the nets with some of the players. Chris Forrest, the comedian, will be joining me. Chris is adamant he was a star schoolboy cricketer. I played a little bit of cricket at university. I don't think, though, we're going to be anywhere near a match for some of the best players in the world. We know Chris Forrest is a most accomplished chef. He's the winner of Celebrity MasterChef. He's a fine footballing goalkeeper, as we saw in an insert with Wits. He's done a park run at high speed indeed, and he looks particularly good in lycra when wrestling out in Boksburg. But Chris Forrest, what I don't know is whether or not you've got any cricket ability.
Well, Dan, I don't mean to brag, but when it came to lawn cricket in my garden, I was victorious at least 60 to 70% of the time.
So, translation, you've got no cricketing credentials whatsoever?
I don't know if you remember when we were in Brakpan wrestling and the man had me in a headlock and he choked me. I've got a feeling this is going to be worse.
So we're taking on the South African women's cricket team today. These are some of the best players in the world. The fast bowlers in particular are very, very sharp indeed. Is Chris Forrest a little bit nervous?
Well, how fast do you think they do bowl?
You're looking at about 130 kilometres an hour.
Okay, so, all right. Yeah, that should be fine. No.
I do. Just to ease things off a touch, the team has offered to lend us some kit so we can get in there and have a bat. It'll be nice and protected, but there's one particular item of cricket kit that you really want to have of your own, and so I've got a gift for you.
Oh, okay.
This is called the Abdo Guard, but it's pretty obvious what it is used to protect. I did have a quick chat to Mrs. Forrest, though, just in terms of getting the size right, and she says that one should do you quite nicely.
Is that because my abdomen is smaller?
Well, let's get these on, get some pads on, get some helmets on, and go and take on the South African women's cricketers. It's Forrest and Nicholl versus some of the most accomplished players in the sport. I think I know who the bookies are backing.
Justice! Yeah, that would have been spectacular.
So ostensibly this is a lot of fun, coming out and meeting some of the world's best cricketers and playing a bit of cricket with them, but there is an underlying level of fear, and most of it is because of this woman here. Now, I got promised by Cricket South Africa that Shabni Mishmel would not be let anywhere near us, and here she is, smile on face, probably the most terrifying fast bowler in cricket at the moment. I've been watching her play for a long time, and off the field you seem like really relaxed and cool and fun, but on the field that switch goes, and gee, you're dangerous out there, Shabni.
Yeah, I think probably off the field I'm probably one of the most naughtiest players off the field, but I think, yeah, on the field you have definitely have that on and off switch. You know when to have your fun and you know when to switch on the field as well, so that's a good thing for me.
And we see that with all the great fast bowlers. They get really, really fired up, and that's exactly what you do. That's one of your big strengths.
Yeah, I love it. Definitely, myself and Marizanka always say we're one of the best in the world, and just for me to come out there and just bowl as quick as I can and just get that economy rate down. So I just love having fun, love taking the new ball, and love getting wickets.
We're going to be facing the nets a little later. Chris Forrest is absolutely terrified. I've never seen him look more frightened. Just how fast do you actually bowl?
Well, my quickest ball was 128, but at the moment I'm not sure how quick I'm bowling, but maybe you guys will see later.
This is as big a test as Chris and I have ever had. She might not be very tall, but by God, she is terrifying, and we've got to try and survive a net session with Shabni Mishmel. This pitch, Chris, this pitch is unplayable. Come here for a second. Okay, sorry, we just need to roll the pitch slightly. All right. Okay, nice and flat now, we should be all right. The heavy roller is done. Where's the camera? Try and land it on the camera. Oh. And so ends a brief and, let's be honest, very unsuccessful session in the middle for myself and Chris Forrest. Coach, I'd like to think, though, that you just saw a glimpse of something magical behind all of those plays and misses.
I think there was a lot of, Danny, there was a lot of shape from the wicket as well from Subi. I think maybe just to play more in line, but I think you're technical-wise, you're up there. So hopefully going forward we'll get a better result.
You're a shrewd analyst.
I have actually had an offer to come back as the roller.
Pitch roller.
For the pitch.
Well, what do you think about something? You were bowling to us. I measured it because I've got an app on my phone. To Chris, you were bowling at 12 kilometres an hour, and to me it hit 161 with one delivery, so you went flat out. Have we got any potential as cricketers?
No, definitely. I mean, obviously, your first time seeing me in the middle, so I think you guys definitely have potential, and hopefully, I get to bowl to you guys again. It's just excited to bowl to you. Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure spending some time with you guys. Best of luck for the rest of this series, and thank you, because I think women's cricket is really inspiring, not just South African girls, but South Africans as a whole. And although we might not be quite at your level, we're great supporters and fans. So thank you for the time with you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So there we go. Dan Nicholl and Chris the Roller Forrest signing off from an incredibly unsuccessful attempt to qualify to play for the South African women's cricket team.